Welcome. My name is Average, and I try to post reaction videos. Now that's not. I mean, that's how I started off. I'm not gonna lie, but I'm not gonna really try to start it off like that. I'm gonna try to start it off as in saying thank you guys.
Thank you.
And the reason why I say that is I don't even post that often. And even if it is, it's just music. And I don't even think you guys like that. But when I do post a reaction, you guys like it. So this year, I'm gonna try to post reactions and see where that gets me. I don't think I'm gonna be good at it, but if you guys can keep me up with that, not really yell at me, but just keep in the comments, then yeah, I will damn sure try to keep this up. But as in right now, you're getting this one. And I forgot to say Happy New Year. We're already a minute into this bitch. God damn. So yeah, let's get into the reaction. So, where did Little Skies go? By Squid the Kid. Let's get into it.
Lil Skies was dominating in the SoundCloud era, putting out hit after hit for years as a part of that emo rap wave from back then. But all of a sudden, he disappeared. With how good he was doing back then, you would have thought he'd get as big as Uzi or Trippie Redd, but apparently that's not the case. If you're not that familiar with his story, let's take it back to the beginning. Lil Skies was born to a white mom and a black dad in a small town in Pennsylvania. Growing up, he was introduced to music because his dad was a rapper. His name was Dark Skies, and he and his friends used to call his son Lil Skies, and the name just stuck. This is how he actually got his name. His dad had him in the studio really young, which helped him refine his skills early on, and he has been making music as far back as 2009. And some of his first mixtapes are lost media because they are so old that they were burned onto CDs and were never released online. This was back in the days of TRL, Rap City, and 106 in Park, years before it was normal to put your music out there on the internet. It took him until 2015 to make a SoundCloud account and start uploading his music over there. Back then, he was just another kid in high school doing music, and he took it way more seriously after he graduated in 2016. He went to Shippensburg University and he opened up for Fetty Wap when he did a show at his college. This was a pretty big deal because Fetty Wap was still really popular back then. It didn't take him that long to change his mind about doing college, and he dropped out to go all in on music. He got tattoos on his face to basically force himself to stay committed to his music career since he couldn't get no regular jobs. He first got noticed after getting a music video on Elevator in the summer of 2017. Elevator was kind of like a more underground version of Lyrical Lemonade, and this channel was really involved in the SoundCloud scene. Lil Skies was still underground at this point, but he was just starting to get a buzz locally. One day, he was just scrolling through YouTube and he pulled up a Cuff Boys vlog and coincidentally saw Landon Cube listening to his music in the video. He reached out to him on Instagram, they met up in person, became really good friends, and then they went on to go make Red Roses. Lil Skies started showing up in the vlogs with Landon.
That song is fire till this day.
In the Cuff Boys, and this was helping them get more attention. The song got 1 million plays on SoundCloud and caught the attention of Cole Bennett. Once that Red Roses video dropped on Lyrical Lemonade, that changed everything. Back in 2017, a Lyrical Lemonade video could literally make you blow up out of nowhere, and during this time, Cole Bennett was responsible for so many people's careers, I can't even keep track. Lil Skies wasted no time signing a record deal with Atlantic Records. Red Roses was a smash hit, but this was only the beginning. Nowadays, Lust, Creepin', Welcome to the Rodeo, this was definitely his prime. He dropped The Life of a Dark Rose tape in 2018, and this one is a classic. It was a huge success, and he went on tour for that project, but he had to end the tour early because he got pneumonia. He was coasting through 2018 off of all the features he was doing, along with the success of that first tape. With all these clout chasers doing stupid shit to get attention back then, Lil Skies went way farther than most in the SoundCloud scene back then, because he was blowing up for his music rather than for dumb antics. At this time, he had a lot of potential to get even bigger than he already was. He dropped his debut album Shelby in 2019, which had another hit called I. This was around the time a lot of people last heard from him, and this lines up with when he had his first child. Obviously, becoming a father is a huge responsibility, so he didn't have as much time to dedicate to his career. By 2019, the SoundCloud wave was already coming to an end, and that emo rap sound was about to go out of style. He made his millions, he had a good run, so he stepped away from the spotlight to go take care of his son. Out of all the reasons to take a break, stepping up and raising your kid is a pretty good reason. Considering how many rappers got like 20 baby mamas and don't care about their children, Lil Sky's doing this is pretty honorable. Even though he wanted to slow down with the music, all the record label cares about is money. And if you ain't popping like you used to, they're not gonna put as much money behind you. But by then, Atlantic wasn't pushing him out as much and people were starting to move on. This was pretty obvious when he dropped his next album, Unbothered, in 2021. It sold 15K first week, but let's be honest, people don't buy albums anymore, so who cares about first week sales? Even then, that album didn't do as well as his other projects. Granted, he did take a break right at the peak of his career, and Atlantic probably wanted to get him out of there at some point, so they weren't gonna put that much money behind him or promote the project. So this wasn't really his fault. Lil Skies has said in the past how Atlantic was holding him back, and considering how after Unbothered dropped, he only put out a few songs, I can tell he got shelved by that label. But thankfully, he was able to get out that deal in 2023. Now, since he's independent, he can basically drop whenever he wants now. And for a rapper who quote unquote fell off, he's still getting plenty of views on his music videos, so clearly he still has a strong core fan base. Like I said earlier, Skies was more appreciated for his music in comparison to a lot of these other rappers from back then. So there's still plenty of people from 2017 waiting to hear his next song. I wouldn't really consider his story a downfall, cause a lot of people be over exaggerating whenever somebody ain't popping like they used to. That's not a downfall, that's a good father.
Oh, I just ended it. Hold on. We gotta get that back, y'all. Hold on. Okay, yeah, never mind. That was none. So, there y'all get it. You got this little video. And give me some revenue. I will give you some content. Let's just do a switcheroo on that. So, but like I said, thank you guys for staying. And I come back either you guys either just stay at the count of the subscriber count, it just stays like that, or it just goes up. It doesn't even really matter what I do sometimes. And I fuck with you guys. I fuck with you guys. So with that being said, see you. My name is Average, and yeah, like I said, see you when I see you.